Hi everybody, welcome back to Goodnight Lighthouse. I'm Miss Dorothy and I'm here to read you another story. And I'm going to read you a fun story tonight about having an imaginary friend. Have you ever had an imaginary friend? Like when you're all alone but you want to play with somebody, so you pretend somebody else is there? It's a fun thing to do. And I have a book about a little girl who needs an imaginary friend and comes up with a very unique one. This book is called Scribbly. Scribbly. This is a little girl who scribbles up an imaginary friend, and they do everything together. And she learns a very important lesson from her imaginary friend. And we need to get into this book and find out what that is. Are you ready to get inside this book with Miss Dorothy? Good. I need you to sit up and listen up, because here we go.
Scribbly, a real imaginary friend tale. Written by Ged Adamson. Last summer, Mom and I moved to a new town. It was kind of exciting. Moving someplace new can be very exciting. There was a bunch of fun stuff to do and lots of cool things to see. Everything was so big and amazing, but there was something missing from our new home. Wonder what it is. Someone to play with. If only I had a friend, I thought, everything would feel just right. And that gave me an idea. She moved to a new place, and she needs to make some new friends. I sat down and I began to draw. I used a lot of paper. I even added flowers. It just needed a finishing touch. Something special. At last, a masterpiece. I wonder what she drew. Scribbly! She drew herself a dog. I called him Scribbly because he was kind of, scribbly. But to me, he was just right. Scribbly was the bestest friend anyone could ask for. He was always happy to play, and sometimes he was a little naughty too. But I didn't mind. Scribbly did everything a regular dog did, and that made me happy. Now she's imagining her drawing is a real dog, and she's playing and having fun. Mom, wait, we forgot to leave water for Scribbly. My mom tried to help out with Scribbly when she could, but she thought I was too old for a pretend dog. Sit, Scribbly. She didn't always find Scribbly as much fun as I did. Mom doesn't understand that it's just a pretend dog. Still, I think Mom mostly liked that I was having a nice time, especially because it meant I was totally beat before bed. Playing with Scribbly really wears her out. Then one day, Mom told me she had some great news. Louie from upstairs invited you to his birthday party. I wasn't so sure that was great news. It isn't always easy meeting new people. Maude, it might be a good idea to leave Scribbly at home, Mom said. Oh, okay, Mom. I told her I would think about it. That's going to be really difficult. When I arrived at Louie's party, I tried to have fun, but I felt nervous. The more kids arrived at the party, the more nervous I felt. I really tried not to bring Scribbly, but I really needed him now. She was feeling very nervous around all the kids. She needed her pretend friend. Louie was curious about who I was talking to and asked to be introduced. Don't be shy, Scribbly, I said. Scribbly did a black backflip and helped himself to some cake. He didn't have any trouble making new friends. Oh, look, when she's pretending that she has Scribbly with her, she's brave and she's making lots of new friends. In the end, everybody wanted to play with Scribbly. He made being the new kid much, much easier. Now everybody's pretending. When we got home, Scribbly was exhausted. That's when Mom told me we should have a little talk. I'm proud of you. Going to a party where you don't know a lot of people can be hard, but you did a good job, Mom said. The other kids liked me thanks to Scribbly. My mom pulled me closer. They liked you because of you. You taught Scribbly how to dance and how to draw and how to do magic. Scribbly is special and fun because you are, she said. I started to feel better, like things were going to be all right. The next day, Mom said she has a surprise. I asked her if I could bring Scribbly. Yes, absolutely. I think Scribbly will like this surprise, replied Mom. What do you think the surprise could be? Mom was right. I never saw Scribbly so excited. They went to the place where the dogs are kept. Scribbly, look, we've got a new friend. She's getting a real dog. And just like that, everything was more than just right. Now she's got a real dog and lots of friends. Things were scribbly-efficient.
Wow, now she has a real puppy and her imaginary puppy. Maude learned a big lesson. She moved to a new house and she was really nervous about meeting new friends. So she came up with her own friend. She drew a picture, she named him Scribbly, and she always used her imagination to pretend they were doing things. Then, when she went to meet new friends, she took her imaginary friend with her, and she thought that they all liked her imaginary friend, but really they all liked her because she was a very nice girl. And she learned that she could make new friends with or without her imaginary one. And then she got a real puppy. So now everything is perfect, magnificent, or as she says, scribbly-efficient and magnificent. That's a really hard word to say, but it's a word that's important to her because it's all about Scribbly, her imaginary friend that helped her make lots of friends. This was a really good book. I really liked it, and I really liked that Maude figured out that she could make friends. She just had to go to that party and be friendly. That sounds familiar. Doesn't Miss Dorothy tell you that all the time? What the Bible says, if you want to have friends, you need to be a friend. If you want good friends, be a good friend. It's an important lesson to learn. If you move to a new house and you're nervous about making friends, just be kind and friendly, and you'll make lots of friends just like Maude. And if you need to have an imaginary friend for a little while, that's okay. Somebody to play with when you're all alone, that's okay, because having a good imagination is very important, and it makes everything a lot more fun. I hope you'll remember that tomorrow, whether you're playing alone or playing with your friends. Be friendly, be kind, and everybody will be happy. And Mom and Dad will be happy if you do something very special. What is it? Yep, obey, and obey right away. And then come back and see Miss Dorothy, because I'm going to be sitting right here, ready to read another book to you. Bye! Thanks for reading with Miss Dorothy. I hope you enjoyed this book, and I hope you'll come back soon to read another. What's your favorite book? Drop Miss Dorothy a note and let me know. I'll go find it, and I'll read it to you. Be sure to subscribe, like, and share. I'll see you soon.